Hey guys, this is part 2 of my St. Paul art crawl. If you haven't checked out the first video, you'll see the link at the end in this video, and we're going to dive straight into this one. The two artists that we're going to get started with here are two artists that had a gallery together. Dolan Cryer here, that you'll see kind of had a similar style to an artist that we might know as Haya, and Alex Kuno. Alex Kuno had kind of like a Renaissance fair type feel, but also had like a modernistic type feel to it too, where he like played on kind of like realism or whatnot. And here we're gonna dive into their gallery. You'll see that I kind of go back and forth between Alex and Dolan, but you get a real good representation of the Renaissance feel from Alex and the kind of doodle line work that Dolan did. And I'll let you look through their gallery here. Just popping in quick to say that I think this piece here was my favorite. Just the quality of detail to it and the line work was just incredible. Just another fact I have to face. Just another fact I have to face. So here, as we get to their merch table of prints, you'll see a very cool print by Alex and a very cool print by Dolan as well. Their gallery was one of the coolest that we had experience going through here. When we headed into Oran Dante's. This gallery was unique in its own way because it was even decorated uniquely, and you'll see some of the pieces that he had in here were unexplainable. Like they were unexplainable in the way that even though they were painted on normal canvas or they were used with normal media, some of them, you'll see the crazy ones here in a second, they were just outstanding in their own way. This one here with the eyeball and the pencil in a second that you see was not something that I had seen drawn before, so that was really cool to see. And then we stumbled upon these TVs that he had painted and written on. You're welcome to pause the video and try to check out what those said. Some of them are hard to read regardless, but some of them definitely got a point across. You can pause them there. This one was the harder one that was to read. Very, very cool gallery by him. And then we ended up in this, I think it was two different people's galleries. The one that you're looking at here, I'm not really sure of, but this guy, Anton, we actually got to talking with, and he was really cool. He said he has a YouTube channel as well that he live paints on every weekend, and some of the pieces here were cool. They were like kind of like Andy Warhol type paintings, and they were super cool. And then we headed downstairs to the third floor, and we stumbled upon this whiteboard here. I actually didn't understand that it was a whiteboard until I was editing the video here, but this was Chad Hambright, and we actually stumbled upon his gallery as well. Chad's gallery, I would say, was definitely one of the cooler ones. He had some very unique artwork and very unique use of media that I had never seen before. Here was a lamp lady, and then some of the unique paintings that I was talking about. And then we got into some of his other style with animals here. And you'll see each one of these animals kind of had like a doodle within the animal itself. And each one was unique and kind of had its own representation. And these were cool to look at. We stumble upon his merch booth here, where I actually ended up picking up an owl sticker myself, and then we actually ended up heading out of that gallery down the hallway and saw two unique pieces of artwork here. I didn't catch the artist's name for this one, but then we stumble upon Manny Bratzels, and these pieces were unique because they were a unique mixed media. It looked like it was clay on like a motherboard, and then this one was like circuitry in the background, and then wires were used to hang from the ceilings and sculpture here. So these were two super unique sculptures that weren't like paintings or anything, that were unique to see. And then a painting as we left and headed out of the building. Nothing on the second or first floor, so we decided to head out. The last place we stumbled upon was the Tilsner Artists Cooperative, and this place is home to a bunch of different artists, but tonight they were kind of displayed out and about, and the first one we stumbled upon was Jessica Meeks. She had a really unique style of her own, and you'll see here that these were some of the pieces she had out, and they blew me away. Style is very unique. We then stumble upon Miss Maddie H, and her realism is incredible, especially on this face. Really cool. Lastly, of the upstairs of this place, we have Tara Merkt, otherwise known as, and I hope I'm saying this correctly, Colonial Day Artistry. And she had a very unique line work style. This was all pen and pencil. And you'll see here I have a up close of one of her originals of this bee and honeycomb piece. And you're welcome to pause and check that out. We then headed downstairs and stumbled upon one lastly but not least gallery, Sammy Ann. She created on multiple different medias. You'll see she has clay hands that were different ASL symbols. She had paintings. She had acrylic eyes. She had crystals. She had necklaces. The list went on and on. She had charcoal drawing there, like crazy. She definitely very talented and went on with very multiple different medias. Very cool. And that wraps up this video, guys. I appreciate you guys checking it out. If you guys haven't checked out the first video, there will be a link to it right here. And if you guys want to subscribe for more art videos, we have some special ones coming up very soon here. You can subscribe here and keep up to date with my other videos. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.